So you're moving to Columbus, Ohio, but you're not sure whether you should buy a house or buy a condo, whether a house is a better investment or a condo is a better investment. Well, stay tuned. In today's video, we are going over the pros and cons of buying each. You will not want to miss it. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, Moving to Ohio, where every single week I go over something really cool happening in Columbus, Ohio and the surrounding areas. Whether that's a property tour, a community tour, or a neighborhood tour, I try to bring you as much value as possible. So if you are relocating to the Columbus, Ohio area anytime soon, you are up to date with everything going on. With that being said, I did quickly want to mention I am a licensed realtor here in Columbus, Ohio. So as much as I love making these videos for you guys, I would love to help you with your real estate needs. My information will be in the description below as well as on the screen. So if you have any questions, give me a call about moving to Ohio. I would love to help you in any way I can. With that being said, let's get straight into the video about buying a house or buying a condo and which one is better for you. Let's go. Let's quickly go over the difference between a house and a condo. A house is when you own the property and the land that it sits on. A condo is when you own the property, but you do not own the actual piece of land that property sits on. In addition, with a condo, there is joint ownership in the common areas. So that is the main difference between owning a house and owning a condo. Let's go over the 3 pros of owning a condo. Pro number 1. Low maintenance. When you own a condo, maintenance is going to be a lot less versus if you owned an actual house. When you own a condo, that is usually covered by your monthly HOA fees. This will include your exterior maintenance. This includes shoveling your snow, cutting your grass, and cleaning up the outside of the condo community itself. In addition, usually anything on the exterior of your condo will be covered by that HOA association. Now, you always want to double check with that specific HOA association, but typically exterior maintenance is included. This is a huge benefit of owning a condo. Number 2, amenities. Most condos include some sort of amenities. Some condos include more than others, but condos include amenities. This is a huge reason why people love living in condos. These include swimming pools, tennis courts, basketball courts, clubhouse access, movie theaters, many more amenities. It really just depends on where you live and what that condo offers, but these are some of the cool amenities that I have seen condos offer. Imagine how much it would cost to build a movie theater in your basement, a swimming pool in your backyard, or to have a basketball court poured in your driveway. This is extremely expensive stuff, and if you live in a condo, this is all included with their monthly HOA, and the amenities are awesome in condos. This is the number 1 reason why I think I would consider living in a condo if I was moving to Columbus, Ohio in 2023. Number 3, you can still make improvements. Just like owning a home, you can still make improvements to the interior of your condos. So if you want to paint the walls a certain color, if you want to knock down something, you are allowed to do that on the inside of your condo because you own that property. You do not own the land below it, but you own that property, so you are able to make improvements on the interior of your house as if it was a house. So this is a huge benefit because you still are able to customize the interior of your house and to make it feel like home and to make the customization of that property to your likings. Now let's go over the con of owning a condo. The con of owning a condo are there are HOA fees and there are HOA rules. So some people don't mind this, but a lot of people do not like the fact that some of these HOAs are very strict. Meaning, if you want to use a clubhouse, there are rules of how many people you can bring in, the hours you can use them typically. There are just more rules when you own a condo. And some of these HOA fees here in Columbus, Ohio, depending on where you buy a condo, are outrageous. Some of them I've seen $300, $400, $500 a month for HOA fees. So while you do get amazing access to amenities and exterior maintenance is taken care of and your maintenance is low, you definitely pay for those perks. HOA fees are extremely high in some parts of Columbus, Ohio when you own a condo, so make sure you check that before you purchase a condo. Now let's talk about the pros of owning a house. Pro number one, you own the land that your house sits on. This is a really cool thing because let's be honest, when you buy a piece of property, you want to own the land that it sits on. And when you buy a house, that's exactly what you are doing. And typically with a house, there is more land that that piece of property sits on. When you own a condo, there's typically no land because you are sharing your property with somebody else. When you own a house, typically it is freestanding and you have more space between you and your neighbor, and you have more land and you actually own that land. So that is the main benefit of owning a house, is you own the property and you own the land. Your neighbors will not be breathing down your neck, and you can actually enjoy yourself on the outside and your backyard and have a great time with your friends and family without sharing a wall with somebody and hearing what they are watching for TV that evening. Another benefit of owning a home is that homes typically increase in value more than condos do. So if you buy a condo and a house, let's just say this year for $100,000, in 5 years, that condo will be still build equity, but it will not build as much equity typically as the house will. Why is this? Because people typically want privacy, and when you buy a home, it typically offers more privacy, and homes just typically go up in value faster than condos do. Condos will appreciate, like I mentioned, over time, but houses typically appreciate more. Pro number three of owning a home is there is no HOA fees typically, and there are less rules. Now there are some HOA fees involved in some new construction communities and higher end communities, but typically there are less HOA fees. In a lot of cases, most communities do not have HOA fees. So this is a huge plus, because if you want to build that privacy fence, you are able to without anybody telling you you can or you can't. Now I will say, in my opinion, HOA fees have their place, but some HOA fees have very strict rules, and a lot of people do not agree with those rules. But this is the main benefit of owning a house, is that if you live in a house where there is no HOA, you can do whatever you want to that property. So do I think you should buy a house, or do I think you should buy a condo here in Columbus, Ohio in 2023? I think it really depends on the lifestyle and where you are at financially. I think if you're a super busy person, you don't have time to take care of a yard, you don't want to have to worry about any maintenance at all, condos would be a great fit for you. Condos are typically slightly cheaper than single family homes, and if you want to live downtown, condos are great. Especially high-rise condos here in downtown Columbus. They are a little more pricier, but they're awesome, amazing amenities, convenient access to downtown, the Short North, Grandview. There are so many cool condos here downtown in particular. There are condos in the suburbs, but if you're going to buy a condo, I think it's for the person who likes to go out, who likes to spend less time at their physical house, and likes to enjoy their days away from the house. With that being said, I think if you love being at home, you love your own privacy, you want to own a little land, I think owning a home here in Columbus, Ohio would be best for you, because there's more privacy when you own a home. You do not typically have to worry about HOA fees. You do not have to typically worry about somebody telling you what you can and can't do with your property. So this is the main benefit of owning a home. And here in Columbus, Ohio, home prices do appreciate more than condos. There are more single family homes than condos for sale typically. And the average person likes living in a house more than they like living in a condo. There is not a right or wrong answer. They are both great options. If you want to learn more about how to buy a house here in Columbus, Ohio, or how to buy a condo, call me right now, pause the video. My number is 614-719-9823. I would love to go over what would be the best option for you, whether that's buying a house or buying a condo. All right, I hope you got a lot of information in this video. What do you think? Are you moving to Columbus, Ohio? Do you plan on buying a house? Do you plan on buying a condo? Are you in between? You're not quite sure. If you have any questions, let me know. My information will be in the description. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for supporting the channel. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. And if you have any topics that you want me to go over and you want me to talk about in Columbus, Ohio, or any areas in particular you want to learn about, let me know in the comments. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a good day.